I'm going to play this. Yes. My meeting is now streaming live on Facebook. I'm going to admit these people. Suzette, Dory, and Debbie. And I'm going to move this over here. Well, no, I can't move that over here. Let's leave that
I was beginning to think you didn't like me anymore.
Oh, no, not at all, Debbie.
Oh, sure, I know.
I'm just trying to figure out better. I'm just trying to figure out better ways to torture you. That's my.
Well, there were a lot of people. We tried shaving a haircut. We tried all the secret knocks we knew.
Well,
nothing helped.
Those don't work. Those don't work here, Debbie.
They do not. And then I said, knock, knock.
This is a different type of show than everybody else's. This is Tuesdays with Tony. Let's get together. Using the title "Let's Get Together," am I stepping on anybody else in the Float Network's toes? I'm not using anything. No, I'm good. All right, good. Just want to make sure. You know, things I need to check nowadays. You know.
No comment on my tongue sticking out.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's live on Facebook. Somebody else saw it. They'll probably put it in the comments.
Either that or it'll become a meme by Steve. I know.
Oh, dude. Here's the thing. If Steve had time to make memes, then it would become a meme. But Steve does not have time, right? I don't know what are we building tonight, Steve? What are we building this evening, sir?
I am currently working on an Xbox controller, and then I've got 2 hearts to do, and I've got a 30 to make. So
nice.
Very nice. I have a store grand opening, and the only adopted grandparents I'm doing, which I will not do anymore after this, with a nursing home would actually not let me use their name in advertising it.
Well, of course they don't.
Of course, nobody sponsored anybody, so I'm done. I sponsored one floor myself just so I don't look like a total idiot, and that's it. If you see
my opening was great tonight. I've had Debbie shared her feelings, and she called herself an idiot, all within the first minute and a half of my opening.
I made your day, Tony, right?
She's done everything possible that she could do today. Good morning.
Oh, that's not anywhere near everything possible.
Kids.
No.
Whatever the case may be, I am your host. Thank you for joining us this evening. With me, as always, the lovely and talented Teresa Harding, the talented, slightly lovely Steve Jones, the love of my heart, my adopted mother, who's very cranky sometimes, Debbie Levy, and my sister from another mister, Dory from Total Party in New Jersey. There we go.
You're lucky there's only the 5 of us here.
Oh, no, now I got to come up with something. I got to come up with something for Matt now because Matt's in here.
He's your brother from another mother.
Brother from another mother, or if I knew of a lot of gay men who are single, he would be their first choice. I would definitely pitch him to the gay men. So
he actually spelled my name right, which made me very, very happy.
He did. Aww. He did spell your name right. So there you go. Let's see. What do we got in the comments? We've got a love. Somebody hearted us. Nobody else in the comments. I guess Melissa must be working really hard. There are 5 people currently watching us. So who knows? Oh, forget what I just said. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us all the way from Paducah, Kentucky. Melissa.
Well, she does not look happy tonight.
Oh my God, she looks very. Wait, no, she's got makeup on. She has makeup on. She has makeup on, guys.
But she has
she has makeup on.
She has a big teeth smile.
And she's too close. She's too close to the computer. She had to put up her glasses, kids. This is what's happening to our world nowadays.
Got it.
Age.
I'm getting old.
Age does this to you, folks. I find myself, when I want to read something really small, I find myself going like this, like,
yep. Like here, I'm like.
It's really nice because I had cataract surgery, so now I only need them for reading.
Joining us in the chat, Robin Veach. Hello, Tiasha Eccles. Hey, Tony and crew. Yo, what's up?
Hi, Robin.
Hello. Robin may join us later. Matt Russell, how are you, sir?
I'm good.
Did you hear your intro as you came on? Did you hear what I said about you? I said if I know any.
If Tony wasn't married, he would date you.
No, I did not say that. That I did not say.
Crazy.
That I did not say. I did say if I have any single gay men friends, that is exactly who Matt's gonna go and date. What?
Said he would sleep with you if he wasn't married.
No,
He didn't-
the only man I will sleep with if I was not married right now would be Stephen Jones. That's all I'm saying. I just want a piece of that. Look at that guy
Oh,
right
Yeah.
there.
Incestuous.
No. Don't do that, Stephen.
it was not ode to the Steve Jones. It was just ode to the whole thought.
Whatever
sorry.
said your mama.
Yeah, exactly. So, Melissa Vincent, to what do we owe this honor? You're not working this evening? You're just hanging out on the
I
couch?
know I'm watching everyone else work tonight.
Everyone
No,
works tonight.
I'm in bed. I got in bed at like 6:30.
Nice. Okay.
Oh,
So,
wow.
okay. So what I've gathered from this part of the conversation, currently we are in bed with Melissa Vincent.
You are.
All of us. I'm so excited right now. You have
Welcome
no
to
idea.
my boudoir. I have a
Welcome.
cup over here.
Do you have any bourbon? Do you have bourbon and Amish
I
pajamas?
don't. I'm not Karen Ford.
All right, darn it.
I need something. Wait. I got my water from Sonic.
You got Sonic water. Oh, you know the best part about the Sonic water is the ice.
I
Sonic
know.
has the best ice. That's all I'm saying. I've actually been known on occasion to go to Sonic and buy the bag of ice just from them.
It's
So
good
I-
ice.
It's good ice. What are you gonna do? Pat,
I enjoy like when I'm on the road, if I have to get like water, I like, and I'm getting lunch, like I'll go to McDonald's and get the McDonald's, like a cup of McDonald's water, because something about how they filter it is really, really nice.
I will say this. I don't drink Coke
Maca.
anymore, but I will say this: the best tasting Coke comes from McDonald's.
I've heard that.
I don't know what they do. I just know that the best tasting Coke comes from McDonald's. Robin Veach wants us all to know that Matt sleeps with her. So
We've heard this.
not that that's,
That's
ever
the
been a
rumor.
shock. Not that that's been a shock, but sure. Okay. There we go. Patty
I
is
mean,
I didn't get my joke.
sweet.
it's good to see Patty.
Well-
she's not at a networking event this time like she's been at the other places, and not had time for us because she's busy trying to network and make money. So that's good. Joining us now, Flavia from Maryland is joining us.
Wow,
Flavia
that's early.
Oleneski. I know it is really early. Chances are I'm thinking we're gonna probably get some Natalie, and I think is her son's name Andrew? I want to
Andrew, yeah.
Andrew. Her son is named Andrew. Yes, and her husband is Christian. I don't know.
I don't remember.
I might be wrong. I might be completely and totally wrong. But she's trying to join. Who knows? Maybe her internet is slow. That's what happens in Maryland. Kids, I have nothing exciting tonight except this. Everybody, if you wish, you are more than welcome to change your nameplate to your favorite automobile. Your favorite automobile.
Tough one.
Do you have one? If
My
so,
husband does.
change it to that. I
But
don't know.
I
what
don't
my
really.
favorite- Hmm.
My husband loves, I forget what the initials are, one of the Cadillacs. I don't remember which one.
I have changed mine to Mini Cooper because I don't know. I
I was gonna do that.
Oh, you can
I
do
like
it
the Mini
too. You
Cooper.
can do it too. You can do it too. I do it because it's my last name and it's a tiny little car and they look really cute as convertibles. So I don't know. Not really powerful, and they're made by BMW, so they're basically a crazy, money pit if they break down.
Well, the Mini Cooper, the Countryman, is actually based off the 1 Series chassis now.
Really?
So it's the bigger one. Yeah, it's the same as the 1 Series.
I like the originals, like the 60s and 70s. Those were fun. The Mr. Bean car. The
They
newer
had
ones are
Mini
cute.
Coopers? They had
Yeah.
Mini Coopers in the 60s and 70s?
Oh yeah. No, it's
Yes,
actually
yeah,
in
they-
England.
Why do I not remember that? Maybe they
Fun-
didn't have them in Pennsylvania.
Fun fact in
They were
England,
so small
that's-
back in the day.
and that's actually what a lot of kids soup up and race in England. They have little street races, and most of the cars are like little Mini Coopers.
But did they have them in the States then?
Oh yeah, you can get a hold of one. You can get a hold of one.
I do not remember it at all from my youth.
Wow.
By the way,
Ian,
Teresa, you inspired
Did you
me
watch
because I
the
just
Austin
ordered
Powers
another pair
movie?
of big glasses.
Oh
What'd you say,
yeah.
Melissa?
when Steven comes back, ask him about Mini Coopers and when I went to film there. It's a good story.
Well, wait. As you guys
I
can
wonder if
see,
he'll remember.
I just want you guys to understand. Right now, we're viewing Alexa Rivera in the wild, creating and designing balloons. She can smell fear, so just do not, whatever you do, show any type
You
of.
look like
scare
Dora the
or
Explorer.
any- She looks like, wow. She doesn't have a backpack.
He's going
on.
like this.
Oh, I was gonna say. Wait, I thought you were saying Alexa looked like Dora the Explorer. She just
No,
got that hat.
no. Melissa was
Wearing
going,
that hat. So
or Carmen Sandiego, maybe.
yeah, there you go, Carmen. Where
That really
the world
dates me.
is Carmen Sandiego? Ileana says a Shelby Cobra. That's her favorite. And Wilson Swaki says hi and huggies from Brazil. Wilson.
Hello.
I guess he's I don't think I've ever met Wilson. Hopefully I'll get to meet him. But he's from Brazil and he says hi and huggies. Oh, who did the 72 Stingray? Oh, Patty. Good call. I like Melissa's is very sensible. Whatever's reliable.
I'm a sensible gal.
Steve
No
Jones.
fun.
She has kids. That's
Oh, the
why.
Millennium
Yeah, that's good.
Falcon.
Okay, we'll come back to you, Steve. Dory has not found a car. Debbie has not found a car. Teresa says a race car. So who knows? There you go.
I think in another life I was a race car driver.
You think so?
You really
I think
think
so.
so?
Mhm.
If I was reincarnated, I feel like, oh gosh, what would I have been in another life? I don't know. And, now I really want to think about it because I've been watching. I went back to watching Forever on on CW, and like the dude is like immortal and can't die, but he dies and then he shows up naked in the East River. It's like, what a trip. You're like, you'll never die and you live forever. And like his son is like old enough to look like his father right now, which is a trip. Great show though. I really enjoy that show. Been
What's
watching
the
it.
premise? Like, what's it about?
So his name's Dr. Henry Morgan, and he was cursed back in the 16 or 1600s, and basically he can't die. And when he does get shot or he dies, he basically goes back to present, his closest present time, but he always shows up in water and he's basically always naked. So the idea is he's a medical examiner in New York City. And when he's died, he shows up in the East River naked, and he always gets arrested by the cops because, they always go up and down the waterfront. And so it's kind of one of those things. But yeah, he's got this immortality, if you will. And he's a medical examiner. So that's really fun. So he does all this person's was not an accident. They were murdered. Din, din, din. So, just good stuff. But a fun show. And so I'm trying to think. See, I always believe I was born in the wrong time. I think for me, I would want to be back in the time of the Rat Pack. That's just me. I love Frank. I love Dean. I love Sammy. I love all that old music. So to me, I would just like to be one of those guys in Vegas during the heyday. That would be a lot of fun. When mobsters ran this joint. That's what I'm saying. That'd be good. Good stuff. Not a lot of crap like we have now. So I don't know. What about you, Teresa?
Like the 40s or the 50s?
Like I would say 40s to late 50s.
Well, they weren't really in the 40s.
Well, no, they
in
were
the
30s. They were but Vegas was kind of like 50s like 40s/50s. Well, I'm gonna have to look it up.
Well, I'm freaking out because my sister, who is not my brother is older, my sister is turning 70 tomorrow. And that's like so creepy to me. Like, I can't have I have a 73-year-old brother, but I have a 70-year-old sister. Like, I'm not that far, but like, she's not like 25 years older.
Debbie, you're really old. You're old.
I am.
You're old. No,
I love it. I don't mind being old.
I don't
want her to be old.
I just turned 47, so I don't mind being that. I don't know if I mind being 50 or 60. I don't know. Who knows?
You could be one of my children, Tony.
I know.
It's a
That's
really
why
scary thought.
That's why I call you mom.
Yeah, maybe just call me
How
Debbie.
old are you, Debbie?
I'm
Debbie-
good. If somebody-
Debbie,
How old are you?
How
Not
old
how
am I?
Are you?
I am 66.
Wow.
You're a couple of years younger than my mum.
okay.
I'm telling you.
Matt.
How old are you, Matt?
I'm 34, nearly 35.
Oh, my
Why
youngest
does
is
it,
33.
hold on. Why did it seem like Matt just kind of lied to us about his age? He was like, I'm
No, I was born in-
35.
No, I'm 34 and I'll be 35 on the 24th of March, which is a Wednesday here, which will be Tuesdays with Tony.
Wait, hold on.
Yay!
Wait.
Oh, we'll have to make a party.
My wife and you have the same birthday.
Yeah, we discussed that last year. I'm sure.
Yes. 0324. Yeah. No, that's the birthday. That's an awesome one. Well, there you
Debbie,
go.
Yes.
if it makes you feel any better, my mom would have been in her late 70s if she still was around.
Oh, wow.
So you're a youngin.
I'm very happy, and I look back on what I have. I have a wonderful float family, and I have I'm very happy. I'm soon going to become a great grandmother, which is really freaking me out. But I'm very happy. But I just every once in a while, like I say, wow, like that's old. Like when my grandmother was 66, she was an old lady. She had gray hair. I guess they didn't dye their hair as much then. I don't know. Like, it's just funny. That's okay. No. I'm very happy with who and what I am.
Melissa, how old are you, Melissa Vincent? How old are you? Come on.
I gotta think. I've honestly gotta think.
Don't lie.
I turned 42 in March 4th.
Mm.
Another
Youngin.
March birthday.
What?
March birthdays are the best.
Wait, March when?
When's your birthday, Dory? March 15th.
March 4th. March 15th? Seriously, Dory?
The Ides of March. Beware.
That's my youngest. That's Bethany's birthday, March 15th.
It's a good day.
Dude, that's weird. Like Dory and Matt, two people from my family have the same birthdays as you guys. That's great.
The good people. The
yeah,
good
Pisces
people.
unite.
What? Would you say?
Pisces unite.
Pisces unite. Okay.
I'm Aries.
See,
Oh yeah,
but see, no, that works though. But see, and I'm an
We're
Aquarius.
good as friends, but not as lovers.
Yes. See, so it would never
that's
work
good
out.
to know.
Oh, I'm so relieved.
It would never work out, Matt. I'm sorry. Which is what trips me out because I'm married to an Aries. So who knows?
But you're married a long time already.
Yeah, we've been married 30 years. Yep. Been a long
Wow.
time. Yep. So we've been married almost as long as just a little bit less than Teresa is old. So that's all I'm saying.
Wait, how old is Teresa?
She's 33, right? Are you 33, Teresa? Do you have to think
Hold
about
on. I have to subtract the years. Hold on.
Wait, Tony, didn't you say you were 47? You got married so young?
I'm 47, yes. I got
You
married
were
when I
married
was,
30 years? You got married when you were 17?
I was married when I was 17, yes.
Wow. And you're still, that's really an accomplishment.
And no, she was not pregnant when I got married.
I didn't ask.
No, but that's what everybody asked beforehand. It's like, oh my God, was she pregnant? No. she
Why
wasn't.
did you get married so young? How long did you know each other? 10 minutes.
6 months, maybe 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you
Did
know,
you
you
graduate
know.
high school before you got married?
Yes, technically. Technically, I did.
And how old was your wife?
Well, she's only 6 months older than me. So,
Okay.
so yeah,
So you were 17 and you married an older woman.
exactly. I needed
Was
to
she
learn
18? That's
so
the
many-
question.
She was 18. She was 18.
Oh,
17.
that's against the law.
Nope, not at all. My mom signed for it.
I was going to say she didn't need permission, but you did.
Nope, my mom had to sign for it. I did find out, because we've talked about this before. I got my officiant's license here in Vegas. So in case any of your friends ever come out here and want to get married, I can perform the ceremony legally in Nevada, or recommitments or anything like that. But I learned that in 2019, you can no longer sign for somebody underage. So they have to, you now have to be 18, no signatures to get married early.
Just in Nevada or all over?
It's in Nevada. So it was one of our it came out October 19th of 2019. I believe.
Wow.
But yeah, I was like, so basically we couldn't get married if it was
when Tommy and Scott got married, they had to prove that they weren't second cousins unless they were over 50, and then they could get married.
Yeah, it's so weird.
So they wouldn't have children?
They had to prove they weren't second cousins?
Here's the only rule. So the rules are,
I guess.
The rules are in Las
They
Vegas.
get married.
Wow.
I could sort of understand that. Never mind.
But the rules are in Las Vegas for marriage that if I go to like a hotel room to perform a ceremony, like let's say somebody rents a big suite at the Bellagio or something,
Yeah.
I literally have to make sure that the bride does not look like they are being coerced against their will to get married. Yeah.
Well, that's just a common sense rule.
Well, no, not really. Not really. Because I think it's Portland or something. You can actually still get married even if you're being coerced.
What?
So they still
That's
have to perform the
terrible.
ceremony.
Yeah.
Yep.
The man or the woman, or just the woman can get married if she's being coerced?
I think either one. Now, okay, here we go. It's not just women who are coerced into marriage.
I'm the one who just said
I
that.
have watched enough. Yes, thank you, Steve Jones. I have watched enough telenovelas to know that women can coerce men into getting married.
We can't hear you.
No.
Oh,
No.
this is deteriorating so early.
Oh no! I'll tell you what. You get a few drinks. Here's the thing. You want to get a real kick out of some fun at a float. Get a few drinks in me, Edgar, and a couple other people, and we will do our own telenovela for you. It is
something to look
amazing.
forward to.
It is amazing. We created one years ago, and someday I will get the production budget to actually pull it to bring it to fruition.
And you are basing your thought that men are coerced because you watch this. I think men can be coerced, but you're basing your belief on a TV.
I base my belief on TV and in life, Debbie. I have been around for a few years, living in Las Vegas, and men can be coerced into marriage.
I believe men can be coerced.
Yes, because the women's, there's body parts on women.
Be very careful here. Be very careful.
That men will be like, yes, I really want to spend time with the women's. And then it's like, but we have to get married. Okay, let's do it.
I don't know if that counts as being coerced.
That
counts as being stupid.
We'll agree to disagree, Debbie Levy. We'll agree to disagree.
You think that's being coerced? I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so either.
Ladies, I told you he calls me by both names.
No. Here's my thing. Ladies, you want your husband to do something for you, like clean or do the dishes or something, and you ask nicely, or you ask in a very, let's just do it like this.
Look at Dory's face.
Seth? I can't wait to hear what comes out.
I want to hear what's coming out of his mouth.
Sweetie, can you empty the dishwasher later, Seth? Well, sure. Thanks, sweetie. Oh, you look great in that outfit, by the way.
Never.
Yes. And I guarantee you, Seth will empty the dishwasher after that compliment has happened, because the women have a way to cut into a man's soul and
Seth will say, Teresa, are you running a fever?
No, she brought it up. She brought it up.
That was not intentional. I promise you that wasn't. Promise you that was not intentional at all.
Oh, that just happened, guys. Flavia, you're finally with us.
Roscoe!
Oh, there he is. Good. Roscoe, you are always welcome to get screen time on my show. I know it's really hard when you work with that other host, but on this show, you always have time, bro. Man, you are pudgy, Roscoe. What is going on, bro?
He's fluffy, not
You're killing that meow mix, man.
Alexa even said fluffy. He's so cute.
He has this look like son of a gun that got me on the camera. This is what
I want to see him with his mouse ears on.
Roscoe, what's going on, buddy? He's like, I want down. Roscoe, how do you feel about the women's? Roscoe?
He's a lover.
Oh,
I don't know if felines have the same rules.
we had
I don't know if a tomcat came up to a woman cat and asked her to empty the dishwasher.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Wow.
Explain your story.
That's the most affection I've ever seen with Steve.
No, it's only because I'm not.
It's because Alexa's there.
It's because Alexa's holding. Hey, look, he's so happy right now.
Oh,
He's like, I love you. I love you. You're amazing. I love you. I love you. The guy behind you, though? Oh, Steven.
Steve always talks about this, how he likes you so much better. And
I feel like
he likes her little boy. It's
I
like
feel
night and
like
day.
when Steve comes to the shop, it's like that Newman moment on like Seinfeld where
actually-
Roscoe comes down the stairs and he's like, hello, Steven.
No, if I get here before Alexa, he's super excited. But if Alexa's already here and then I roll in, yeah.
Oh, he's like, yeah, I'm done with you, bro. I've already got it.
That's all
Bro.
right.
There you go.
Aw. Thank you, Alexa.
Thank you for that screen time, Roscoe. Anytime, you're welcome on this show, Roscoe. Anytime. We just know that,
I
you
talked
know,
about him on my show.
He's giving
too.
you free content.
we know he doesn't get a lot of love on that other show that he's on. So, you know, that other show that he's on. Okay, so back to the discussion that was brought up about the women's.
The women's.
What is it with you and the women?
The women's. No, nothing. I just think it's kind of funny. Yeah, guys will go and do things for women all the time. So don't act like the women can't coerce a man into getting married. That's all I'm saying. I've watched enough Days of Our Lives also. You know,
Oh, I used to watch that all the time.
you know, I mean, I
Oh my
remember.
God, my mom and dad, like, if I would get home at like 5 o'clock or no, 4:30, sorry, you could not talk to them. It was like Days of Our Lives and The Bold and the Beautiful.
Shut
and I
your
was just
mouth,
like,
Matt.
Oh my God,
Shut your
seriously?
mouth. Patch and Roman right now are coming back from the dead. They're on an island that Stefano created. The scary thing is I know that much. I know a lot about Days of Our Lives.
That is really scary. It's the same storyline from 40 years ago.
Oh my God!
Hasn't
Yeah,
changed much.
they're always on an island, and
You
Stefano.
can miss it. You can mix it.
Stopped
can miss 6
watching for like
months of
2
it.
years and I turned it on and I knew exactly what was. No, I was in the doctor's office and it was on. I knew exactly who everybody was and what was happening. They were about 10 minutes past they had been 2 years ago.
So when I was younger, my mother was really into Days of Our Lives, and we used to go to all these like fan type meet and greet things that they would do in like New York City and stuff all the time. And so I actually got to meet Stefano DiMera, the guy that plays Stefano DiMera, when I was a kid. And the first thing I did, he's really, really a nice guy. And I looked, I said, "You're not mean at all like you are on TV."
Oh,
He just looked at, he goes, "That's because I have good writers, kid. That's because I have good writers." And I was like, nice. Well, let's see. There was, let's see. I met Stefano. Oh, what's her name?
Deirdre Hall, is that her?
Deirdre Hall is amazing. I met her, Patch.
wasn't Susan Lucci on that?
No, she was on Guiding Light or something.
No.
Or something.
Young and the Restless.
Young and the Restless.
No.
I don't know, something.
No.
But she never won a daytime Emmy until that one time.
I thought she was on Days of Our Lives.
No.
No, she
Like the
was
sands in the hourglass. So are the days of our lives,
No.
right?
Wasn't she on One Life to Live?
One Life to
Yes,
Live.
thank you.
That's it. That
A
woman.
little
never won-
embarrassing that Steve Jones can correct me
Hey,
on that.
Hey, he's got parents. He's got parents and he knows things. No, but yeah. So, what? Okay, here we go.
No, when I was in college, I got addicted to to One Life to Live and General Hospital.
Oh, General Hospital. Was
That's
good.
the
about-
oldest one. That was on
about
like
it-
the
For
300 years.
basically, this girl I had a crush on would spend every afternoon in the dorm watching the show. So naturally, like a puppy dog, I would follow her in. And the next
Oh,
thing you
wait, hold
That's
on.
the
what
next thing
women
I
do
was-
too.
Was he coerced?
Were
I
you
was coerced.
into watching Days of Our Lives or into watching soap operas? And
That's what the women's are capable of.
The
Make
women.
men's watch.
the women are capable of it. There you go. Proof positive. Men can be coerced. There it is.
To watch Days of Our Lives, not
Watch
to get
soap
married.
operas. No, men. Look, here's the thing. We do a ton of stuff for women.
No, wait. Melissa Vincent can vouch for this one because all I'm going to say is 2 words. Tina Sharp.
Melissa's scared. She looks like deer in the headlights.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Tina, yeah, it's terrifying.
Women can coerce.
Oh, okay. There you go. Proof. Boom.
Wait, and Melissa, didn't you want Steve to tell us a story about
Oh.
something?
Oh yeah, I wanted Tony to ask Stephen about Mini Coopers.
Oh, Steve, we need to know about Mini Coopers and Melissa filming.
Yeah, I can hear about it in the other room. It's basically, so when Melissa and Ossie Cohen came out to shoot their videos in Seattle, Elian was like 7 or 8. He was really young.
No, he's a little bit younger than that.
He wasn't
Damn.
much younger. Well, he wasn't
Little.
much, but anyway, either way, it
Little-
was quite. It was interesting. This kid had this fixation with Mini Coopers. Like we'd be driving down the road, and all of a sudden he would just scream out, "Mini Cooper, Mini Cooper!" Scare the piss out of me while I'm driving. But the funniest Mini Cooper story was, and of course, keep in mind in Seattle, like everybody freaking drove Mini Coopers at the time.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
He was
funniest
in heaven.
the funniest story though was one night at the house, Ossie asked him to wash his hands and get ready for dinner, and Elian was flat out ignoring him and was playing with something or whatever, like a video game or something like that. And Ossie's like, Elian, I really need you to go wash your hands. And he just completely flat out ignored him. And then all of a sudden Ossie looked over and whispered, "Mini Cooper." And he goes, "Where? And he goes, "Oh, you can hear me. Go wash your hands."
How dare you, Elian, not respect when Ossie Cohen tells you to go wash your hands? You do not know the balloon royalty that you are present with.
It's very funny.
Okay, so now, Melissa, not to bring up your like past dating life.
Oh dear God!
How long were you and Ossie together?
Not on the live.
How long were you guys together? Come on, this is history. Like a couple of years?
Like 2.5 years.
2.5 years. I thought so. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
2.5 years. That's good. That's a good time. I mean, he totally has every right to tell your kid to go freaking wash his hands, dirty.
Oh
little
yeah,
carrier.
he did.
I mean, at least she didn't date like Katie Balloon. Like,
Well,
No.
No.
Whoa. Let's reel it back.
Let's reel it back.
Actually, according to Katie,
Did you date?
I dated Ossie and she dated Ossie, so therefore
You dated.
we have dated.
Okay.
She
All
came
right.
up to
No,
me
no,
and
no,
float. It's one of the best moments ever. It's like the year of the ferret when she brought the ferret, and I'm sitting there with my mom, mama, and Katie like comes up
Oh my god.
and is like,
Oh my god.
"You've been with Ossie,
I've
and I've been with Ossie,
So we've
therefore
been together.
we've been together."
Oh
And my
god.
mom was like,
Ew. Year of the ferret, kids. Year of the ferret. I want to get a T-shirt like that made. Year of the ferret. And just
"You're
have
the
like
ferret."
just have like ferrets like random.
that was a crazy year. That was a crazy year,
was.
the year of the ferret.
It
think
was.
that was
That was.
before
I
my
know that
float
was the year
time.
that Steve. I know that was the year Steve got some really good cardio. The year of the ferret.
I didn't go. Nope. The only thing about the ferret I knew was that the hotel, our representative came down to the reg desk and said, "Stephen, I'm about to eject one of your teachers from the hotel." And I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
Go for
I
it.
was like, "What's going
Eyebrows
on?"
raised. Eyebrows raised.
I was like, "What's going on?" And yeah, it was that was that was an interesting year.
The year of the ferret.
Very
Did
interesting.
she get ejected?
No, they gave her an opportunity to correct the situation. So she basically had to go out and buy a cage. And
She didn't
If it-
have it in a cage?
I don't know if she had it in a cage or, well, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm speaking.
It was like a child.
Had to stay in a cage. I don't recall. I mean, I'm assuming she had something that traveled in, but I don't know what it was. But her whole logic was she felt it wasn't fair for the animal to be trapped in the cage the whole time. And I'm like, well, frankly, I don't think it was fair that you brought the animal to float.
Yeah, like maybe it's not fair to bring the animal to a balloon convention.
Well, that's kind of what I just said. Yeah. So,
Wait, Matt, you mentioned the child. Are you talking about the year she brought the baby?
No, her ferret.
No, I don't know about that year.
Oh, the ferret. Yes, yes.
She considered the ferret her child.
She didn't have a baby. She wasn't involved with Float after she had her kid. She brought her baby to Twist and Shout one year.
Oh, yes, yes.
Florida.
Wait,
and
hold on.
Because I got to hold him for like 2 hours. It was great.
There's offspring of Katie Balloon.
Oh yeah.
There's offspring. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Interesting. Didn't know that.
Oh no. She's mind you, I haven't spoken to her in quite a while, but the last I heard, they were still together. They were a couple and raising his child. So.
Are we only doing an hour live tonight?
Yeah, we're only doing an hour. I can't handle you people an hour and a half non-live. You guys all like just clam up. You don't want to say anything. I mean, unless it was last week when everyone was just dropping it like it was hot. That was awesome. That is the best.
Last week was crazy.
Last week was insane. Like I was like, I went before I sent the video to Steve. I went back and looked at the video and I'm like, it was a crazy week. That was a crazy, crazy week. It's like, yeah, bruh. No, it was awesome. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I like cried because I was laughing so hard last week.
Dude, last week was I
mean,
Why do I
everyone was
always
having
miss that
showers
good
and baths while we were on live.
yeah, we had showers and baths and F-bombs and cut a bitch and all kinds
What are you
of
talking
stuff.
about? That was off the record.
Oh no,
Why
no,
was
it
that-
wasn't. No, cut a bitch was totally on the record.
Oh, it was
No,
on.
no, Matt said.
Oh, the bath.
Bath, whatever.
You
I always
show
miss the good
anything.
stuff.
It was
Yeah,
okay.
it was fine. We just knew you cowgunned and took yourself away. That's all we knew. All we knew.
And it's Tony like telling stories about people taking showers while they're talking to him.
Oh yeah, dude, totally. Yeah, that's the weirdest stuff that I've ever dealt with is people talking to me while they're taking a shower. It's like you could have just said, "Hey, I gotta go take a shower," and I'll be like, "Okay, we'll talk later."
People like to multitask.
Yeah, not this time. Nope, not this time.
I mean, who hasn't spoken to someone while they've been on the toilet, like on the phone? Like, who hasn't done that? Like, really?
I won't do it.
I think the only person I've ever done that to would probably be Steve Jones. And I think it's because he caught me at a time. I think it's because he caught me at a time when I was just, yeah. It was a moment.
Guys don't, no pun intended, guys don't give a crap about that.
No, yeah, we're known. Here's the thing. Guys only have one rule when you're in the bathroom. Just don't look down when you're standing at the urinals. That's all. Don't look down on your buddy's urinal. Don't look down on your urinal. But you can come into the urinal and be like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, man, what's going on? Yeah, sweet, totally. What do you think about the?
I
don't look down.
I
Don't
hate,
look down.
like you're at a bar. I hate when you're at a bar and the guy next to you starts talking to you when you're like in the toilet, and I'm like, no.
I like to come up with fun things. Like if I don't know the person in the bathroom, I like to come up with fun things to talk about when in the bathroom. It's like, it'll just be something random. Like, hey, what about those aliens coming down to Earth? What do you think about that? And then the guy's like, all you hear is just the pee. That's all you hear. He doesn't want to talk to you. So yeah, that's the rule. But see, here's the thing. We talk to people, but you guys, here's the thing. Girls go to bathrooms in packs. Like if one girl goes to the restroom, it's like all the girls go. And I realized why. I cleaned women's bathrooms for a while at the church that I went to, and I realized that the bathroom at the church has really nice furniture in it. And so I was like, that's why all the girls leave. So you guys can just go and like, you're not even going to the bathroom. You're just randomly sitting on the couch talking in the restroom. So that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm coming up with out of that. Guys, we're like all about, what's up, man? Yeah. How about that game? And normally guys talk more during like Super Bowl or sporting events, like at the bar than other things. Like, could you believe what just happened? Oh my God. It was crazy, right? Yeah. So, but that's the thing. I will tell you this though. One of my favorite bathrooms in Las Vegas is in a sports book bar, and it actually has a TV in the stall. So you don't miss the action. If you got to go to the bathroom, you can still tune in your game while you're in the bathroom. So whatever. This is stuff you learn, guys. There you go.
You want to hear what happened to me at the bar on Friday night when I walked home?
Wait, is this when you had the coffee or something with that other guy? You were with some other guy having drinks. Is this the same thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, it was the other night. I went out 2 nights this week.
Wow.
On my way
Crazy.
home, this homeless drunk person hit on me and was like, "Hey, handsome," and I'm like, "Hi." He's like, "You've had a good night." I'm like, "Yep, bye."
Male or female?
Like,
Male?
I'm a male.
Oh,
male.
you should have said, "Hey, I got an extra room at the house. You want to come take a shower, hang out, we'll talk."
And I messaged like my group with Tommy and Liz and stuff like that. I'm like, "I just got hit on by a drunk homeless guy," and Liz is like, "Matt, are you okay?" And I'm like, "It's been a rough week, but at least someone called me handsome," and she thought someone hit me.
At least he didn't slice my throat and leave me for dead in the gutter.
Yeah,
I guess there's advantages to all of that.
I had a really shit week with some friends and some friend groups, and I mean, at least someone called me handsome.
Okay, well, you always have friends here, Matt.
You're
Positive.
handsome, Matt.
Yeah, you're handsome.
Thank you.
Yeah, and none of us want to we'll find you on the side of the street as a homeless person. I don't know. Sometimes, I don't know. Depends on the day.
What's Steve making?
He's making a Xbox controller, a heart, and then he had some other stuff that he's trying to.
Some numbers.
2 hearts. 2
30.
hearts.
Number 30.
King of linking balloons is doing his thing, ladies and gentlemen. There he goes. Just watch that.
Can you get enough linking balloons at the moment, Steve?
What?
Can you get enough linking balloons at the moment?
Thank God for what I need to do right now. Yes. But I mean, I just ordered a whole buttload of Balloonia links this morning, so I'll be curious about trying.
Is that the new vendor?
That's
Yeah.
the new vendor.
That's
Let me know how you like them.
I will. Well, I can already tell you right now, I love the 11-inch. I hate the 260s. The 11-inch are fantastic, but yeah, I've not worked with the link, so I don't know yet. But
what is it? Balloonia.com for ordering?
Balloonia.es. But no. It's Winter Party out of Los Angeles that stocks them here in the
Oh,
US.
she's stocking. Okay, so Lydia's stocking it.
Lydia,
Okay.
well, I mean, not really Lydia, but yeah, Sandra.
Sandra and them. Yes. Winter International.
I wish we could get Jamar in Australia.
I'm sure they would be more than happy to talk to somebody about a distributorship.
Yeah, they're looking. I know everybody's making moves. I know Tough Text just did Puerto Rico and what was there? Did they do Australia? I don't remember.
Tough Text, they got 2 people in Australia, and then one of the suppliers has been selling like the 24-inch and 36-inch for 50 cents a balloon.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm a little frustrated with those guys right now, and we can talk about it off the record because something happened.
Oh yes.
Something happened this last week, and I was a little ticked off.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
kind of feel burned, but not gonna bring that up right now. I'm sure. 5
I
minutes.
really like the new colors.
Oh, the color? No, the new colors are
The
gorgeous.
vintage. Yes.
I love the new
I
color.
like the empowerment.
I just have an issue with the way that they're marketing right now. So it's a little not a fan. So I would have thought they would have tried a little harder other ways. So yeah. So we'll talk about that in about 4 minutes. But
Is from where?
I told all my Katie stories. Come on.
oh well, okay, fine. I'll say it. I'm a little ticked off that I looked on my Instagram the other day and they brought in another company in Vegas to do a stylized photo shoot when I offered to do a stylized photo shoot for them a while ago. And they ended up using some company here called Popping Events or something.
Are you sure they hired them to do it though, or did they volunteer? volunteer to do it.
Well, they could have. I offered. I volunteered months ago. I said, hey, if you ever need anything with new colors or whatever, hit me up. And
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. I would have probably even paid for the balloons on top of it, but I was just a little ticked off because I looked at it and I'm like, why did they do this?
I'll tell you why.
I realized, yeah, go ahead, Steve, and say, and I know it's probably exactly what I'm thinking.
Well, then go ahead and say what you're thinking. And then
What I'm thinking is their marketing is obviously to more of this organic style and these people like Jesus and all of them, and they're forgetting they're doing exactly what I told them not to do, and they're starting to forget about the other decorators. You know, it's like they're kind of going off because they see other companies doing it, and they're kind of trying to stay competitive with the other companies.
I think you're partially right.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I think what they're doing, well, first of all, we already know that Tough Tex doesn't have anything but rounds.
Right.
So the organic market is where their number one
Of course.
revenue stream is going to be right now.
And
Second-
their colors are more designer colors.
They are. Plus, on top of that, Tony, you got to remember something. You're already in their arsenal.
True.
They're thinking we need to get more people in our arsenal. So they're sharing the love, as it were, to get other people involved so that they can get more of a talent pool to pull from.
I get that.
I believe that's what it is more than anything.
But I kind of feel like it was done wrong. So that's just me. I don't know. Maybe
Talking about Tough Tex because I was off for a few
yes,
minutes.
of course. I'm always talking
Are
about
they limiting their distributors?
not that I know of.
Like,
They're
right.
getting a hold of everybody that they can possibly. I know.
Like I'm
I know.
wondering why Rainbow doesn't cover.
Well, having a party has a ton of.
I know.
And I'm quite certain that Rainbow doesn't carry them because Rainbow's one of the biggest single Qualitex distributors in the country.
Right, and that's probably one of the.
That's probably why.
Oh.
So, anyways, but yes, so that was a little frustrating for me this week to see that. So I was like a little bit like, burn. So whatever. A little aggravating. But
where's Balloonia from? Is that Spain?
well, Balloonia, I think is what, Italy or something, or Spain or something. Where are they? Yeah, Spain. Okay. Spain. Okay. Yeah. And then Winter Party or Winter International out of Southern California distributes them. So I might actually try it, see what happens. I'm looking for different types of balloons. Again, Flavia did bring, man, the vintage collection's gorgeous. They're really doing a great job with colors. I got to give Tough Tex that.
They are.
They're really doing a good, and it's not normal. What I like is it's different colors than what are out there. Like, yes, there's the same like blues and stuff, but they're different though.
I've been selling it at a premium now.
Yeah, it's because the colors are just so cool. It was a Harley did a stylized photo shoot, I guess a couple weeks ago, and got some amazing photos with some gorgeous colors. I think she was using Tough Tex Slate and a couple others too, but yeah, it's the colors are killer. So.
When we're selling them now, we call them designer colors so that I can charge it as an upgrade, even though it costs the same. But
they don't have to know that.
They don't have to know that.
But you've got Tough Tex. If you're stocking them, they don't you don't keep them as long because they don't last as long as a Qualitex or a Metallic. Like it's you should be charging more for them.
Well, yes,
keep in mind the reason why they don't last as long is because they don't use the preservatives in them like Qualitex and Metallics do, which is a great selling feature for the environmental people that are crazy nuts about it.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's really going to make a difference to the crazy environmentalists? Yeah.
Steve does. He's in Seattle.
Does it biodegrade faster?
They say it does because of no preservatives, but there's been a lot of discussion about the biodegrading of latex lately. So I know Kelly Cheadle and Larry Moss were doing a thing where they actually were doing a test to see
composting.
Like a compost test to see what actually would happen. So we'll just have to get in with them on that. So, hey guys, you know what? It's 6 o'clock, guys. It's 6 o'clock. So you know what that means? That means if anybody else wants to hear what's gonna happen, well, you're just gonna have to come join us off the stream for Flow Tuesdays with Tony off the record. That's where I'll be honest with you guys. I'm gonna leave it like this. That's where it gets real, guys.
That's where all the fun happens.
That's where
all the fun happens.
That's where we find out. That's where we find out Melissa's likes and dislikes, how Dory met her husband, what Teresa had to do the first date that she ever had with Seth, how Flavia told Howie Mandel he was crazy. That's where we find it all there.
You told Howie Mandel he's crazy?
Oh yeah, of course. No, she didn't tell him.
Oh,
crazy,
okay.
but he is crazy.
No, but I did meet Howie Mandel.
And
I told you that story.
And he is crazy.
And he is crazy,
but that's an entirely different, you know.
So yeah, there you go. That's it.
I essentially told him to F off though.
Did you really?
Not in those words.
Yeah.
I'm like, this conversation is over.
This conversation is over, sir.
That's
Who did you say that to?
Howie Mandel.
Wait, I don't know the beginning of the story, so just that you met him is amazing to me.
It was when you were working in LA, right, Flavia? You were working.
Yeah, I used to work in at Joann Fabrics.
Yeah,
and I used to over there by Teresa's over in Northridge up in
my neck of the woods.
Northridge.
Yep. So I used to work there and I used to run the frame shop. And he went in there and he was doing one of those Jay Leno bits where he was playing pranks on people. This was back in 2001, 2002. And he was asking me about materials, like he was looking for like the type of ink that, dark green ink, something that like kind of looks like ink for money. And he was very like sneaky about it. And he was like, well, how about like, I hear that money paper is like not really paper, it's fabric. Do you have anything that's like that? So then he started going on about, well, if you help me gather all of the materials, I'll give you 30% of the cut. And I was like, sir, like, this is not something I'm interested in. And he just kept pushing and pushing. And I'm like, look, this conversation is over. And I turned around and left.
Did you know you didn't know who he was?
I had no idea who he was. He was wearing.
Did you end up on television?
I did not end up on television. Other bits made it into the show, and we got to go to. We were invited to go to Jay Leno. We were driven there in a limo and all kinds of stuff, and watched the show live. Well, not live, but that night. It was pretty cool. Yep, but that was definitely Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel, criminal man.
He is nuts now, isn't he? Like he does. I mean, before COVID, like he didn't touch anybody, and
he was nuts then.
Yeah, he's always been a germaphobe.
Yeah.
I once watched. Trying to think, I think it was America's Got Talent, like one of those clips where somebody hypnotized him and then he shook hands with everybody, and like the whole audience is laughing and he can't figure out why. And then
he actually has a person who like goes with him and gives him hand cleaning, like,
and who shakes hands for him.
No, like if he goes out for a meet and greet, even if he doesn't shake hands, he's still terrified of germs, so he has somebody who like will spray hand sanitizer into his hands so he can keep.
He must love COVID.
Oh God, he's got it. I am blown away by the amount of actors and actresses that we have lost over the last few weeks to COVID recently. I'm like, okay. I mean, sure.
I don't think we lost into COVID, but I was really bummed out about Christopher Plummer.
Okay, R.I.P. Chris Plummer.
But he was very old.
Doesn't matter. He is my favorite grandfather of all times, and he's also the greatest Von Trapp I've ever met in my entire
life. And did he die from COVID?
Captain Von Trapp.
He had some sort of a heart lung thing, and then like didn't he have an aneurysm also? I don't know. There's been a lot of people, a lot of the younger people are just getting aneurysms.
We've
And I've been
lost
looking into it. Like,
12% of the Hall of Fame from baseball.
yeah. Yeah. It's like they're all getting like aneurysms and stuff. And it's like, and aneurysms like become a big sign of COVID now too. So that's
Wow.
Really?
Yep. Yeah. It's been a big, the reality lady, she was having kids. She was a pregnant influencer or whatever. She had an
Snooki?
aneurysm and died. She did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That I read.
Yeah.
I don't listen to the news much anymore because it's so depressing.
Well, my cousin Vicky from Hawaii, she actually had an aneurysm and didn't die. So, but she's pretty messed up. She's pretty messed up. You know, she can't do anything. So, but yeah, it's weird. It's weird to me. The aneurysm. That's the only one. Like, I'm thinking, like, you know, now I go through all my COVID, like, you know, symptoms and stuff every day when I get up. I'm like, do I have this? Do I have this? Do I have this? Do I have this? Do I feel like I'm having an aneurysm? I guess I would never know. You know, it's like it's just like tripping me out. I'm like freaking out about stuff. So yeah, and now I have had a lot of muscle pain though. And I don't know if it's maybe because doing the work on the Jeep or whatever, like lifting the engine and moving engine parts around and things like that. Maybe that's been doing it, but I don't know. Lots of muscle pain. So who knows? But yeah, what about you, Melissa? How are you doing? How's things? How's life? What's going on? Yeah, nothing. You're good. You're cold. You're cold. Your audio's not on, Melissa.
Sorry.
Are you cold? Are you cold?
No,
right now?
I'm cool. I'm
You're
cool.
You're Mel cool, right?
Although we're supposed to get a big ice storm here soon.
That would suck.
Yeah.
I mean, Dory and Debbie already have snow on the ground still.
We
We're
were
not getting
supposed to
an
have more
ice
snow
storm
today,
here.
but did you get snow, Dory, today?
No, luckily we didn't because I had an Amazon delivery and I was dreading going in the snow. I was
Yeah.
so glad we didn't. Tomorrow night, a little more. It's
What
just
about you, Flavia? Do you got snow?
We have a little bit of, it's mostly all melted. But it's funny, Dory was talking about the Amazon installs. I had a big Amazon install on Sunday. Yeah, it was last Sunday. And we were supposed to start snow at 10 a.m. They
Right.
made me be there at 6 o'clock in the morning.
that's rude.
I did not do mornings. And I called them and I was like, listen, I can do it on Saturday. Like, after all my deliveries, I can do it on Saturday. I can be there at 3 p.m. to do it. And she's like, oh no, the FC is completely shut down. I'm like, shut down? I thought you guys were open 24 hours. She's like, no, we're closed for a whole 24 hours. Like, everything is shut down.
Wow.
Nice that they let
Like-
you know.
I mean, I guess.
Flavia
but
had to get up in the morning, 6 a.m.
my ass was there at like 5:45 in the morning and I hated every minute of it.
There it is.
And by the time we were done, it was starting to like really stick. And then we ended up having like 8 inches. But
We had snow twice here in Nevada and Vegas, and that was it. There's still some on the mountains, but
I'm going to lie out on the hammock tomorrow.
yeah, I know. Everybody hates it.
Jealous.
Yeah, my son. Well,
I
yeah.
can do that any day of the year in Australia.
No less.
Don't be in a couple days. It'll be in the 50s and 30s at night.
Yeah, but
So
we'll be in Fort Lauderdale.
So did our groundhogs tell us 6 more weeks of winter? Are we
Yes.
getting stuck with more winter?
yes.
Fucking groundhog.
Depends on who you ask.
What is there? Wait, hold on. Is there like
they're
conspiracy
competing
theories
groundhogs.
groundhogs?
There are conflicting groundhog stories.
No. Really?
Well, what did Puxatani Phil say?
I think 6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah, okay. So here's my thing. All he does is, how do we know he actually sees his shadow?
It was snowing. Of course he didn't see his shadow. It was cloudy and snowing. Of course he didn't. It's not true.
It's BS, people. BS. It's all a lie.
Tommy.
Tommy DiLorenzo's with us. Jessica is with us. Jessica, have you cut anyone today? Just checking. No. Jessica's like, no, I haven't cut anyone, Tony.
I actually
still
threatened to cut Jessica. So
Whoa. let's not have any of that in this group. All right. This is a free,
It's all good natured. It was all in
cutting
good
group.
fun.
We don't cut people in this group. We love each other.
I love Jessica, but
And even if you don't love each other, you act like you love each other just for the 5 minutes you're pressed. That's what my mom used to do. Yeah, I don't care if you like each other or not. You love each other for 5 minutes while people are here. Whatever.
I do love Jessica, but one thing has nothing to do with the other.
Tommy's cut his hair.
Yeah, yeah. What is going on, man? It's like, hi.
I love it.
Have you messaged Joseph yet?
Turns out I cut my own hair yesterday and it didn't go so well.
Okay.
I love it super long on top though.
It's very.
I just wish I had hair like that.
It's very pop star. It's very pop
Tommy,
star.
call Joseph. Call Joseph. He'll come and cut it at your house for you.
I don't see anyone ever, so I don't really care what my hair looks like until.
Tommy doesn't leave his house now. He's a hermit.
What about your husband? Your husband might care.
Yeah.
Oh, his hair looks worse than mine. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good.
Jessica, don't act surprised. You've seen him looking like a Karen.
Looking like a kid.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So Jessica, what's up in your world? What are you doing? What's going on with you? How's my kittens?
Let's see. Gabriel got his well, he had, I don't know if I told you guys, he went to the vet because he was limping.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yeah. So, and then he freaked me out like a couple of days later because he was on medication and I didn't realize that like they gave him like muscle relaxers and
nice.
Anti-inflammatory. And I was headed to the office and it's super safe, but like he sits like right here on me, like a baby on the way to the work, like on, he just sits here, he's chills.
Right.
And he was like limp.
The muscle relaxer kicked in.
And I started to panic though, because I didn't really think about the medicine at first. He was just like, like I was like, okay. So then we go to the office and he keeps trying to jump off of me, which he never does. And I can't land on all fours. So then I freak and call the vet and they're like, oh, she's like laughing at me. I'm like, really?
I'll cut you.
Like, it's the medicine. It's okay. Is he like walking around like he's drunk? And I was like, yes. And she's like, he's fine. He'll sleep it off really good and then he'll be fine. And I was like, okay.
What is he taking?
Yeah, I don't remember. It was some crazy wackadoodle something, but yeah, she's like, maybe give him like a half a dose. I was like, he's not getting any more because he's fine. And then he went in a couple of days later to get his trouble puffs removed. So
yes. How did that go?
He's fine. He was very loopy after I picked him up because like I had a late day on Friday, so I went and picked him up and brought him back to the office.
He's like doing Stu. He's like, Ma.
Speak of the devil.
My nuts.
Say hi.
I got no nuts. Ma, I got no nuts. Hey, buddy.
Say
hi. Karen. He's like, no, I want to go up here.
He's like,
up here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I read a meme that made me think of you. It said, dogs prepare you for having babies. Cats prepare you for teenagers.
I'm very well prepared. This is how we go to work, by the way, where he's sitting right now. This is me driving.
A neuter
Wait,
dog.
and you drive like that? Yep. Oh, I'm going to have to, now I might really have to take up my threat.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
That's
you're
so
really, wait, hold on. You're going to drive all the way from Jersey to where she is and cut her?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you're gonna have somebody else do it. Okay, that seems
more
like the Jersey. That seems more like the Jersey way to have somebody else.
Tickets are very cheap now. Maybe I'll fly down.
Yeah.
Come visit. Bring me some bagels while you're coming.
If Debbie moves house and Jessica disappears, we know what's happened.
No, it's so dangerous for you and for him.
I know. It's the only way that makes
really
him happy.
Not safe. So I'd rather you go quick than, God forbid, be in some car accident.
Did you hear that, Gabe?
My Scarlet
disagrees.
Macaw. My Scarlet Macaw would sit on my shoulder as I was driving.
Not the same. Not particularly safe either, but not the same. You wouldn't worry about a bird like all of a sudden like flapping its wings while you're trying to stop for a stoplight.
Stuart was very well trained.
Excuse me?
Name was Stuart?
Yeah, his name was Stuart. His name was Stuart. Sorry. He was very well trained though. No, that was the whole, I think I've told the story before, but so I raised this thing from a chick, basically from a baby. I hand fed it because what I did a magic show with him. So I made all my props bird size. So instead of spending the money on a beautiful assistant, I had Stuart. And so there was this, Stuart was trained by a guy by the name of Neil Carvello in Vegas here. He's a bird guy and stuff. And I trained him with him. And he basically was trained off of direct words. So if I would say a word, he was trained with the response. So it looked like it was, you know, a rehearsed thing. Like I would say, Stuart, and he'd be like, yes. And I'd be like, it's time to get in your outfit. And if every time I said it's time to get in your outfit, Stuart's immediate response was no, he would just say no. And so I would show like a little Barbie bikini outfit. And so he walked off the stage behind his changing thing. And then one of my helpers would kind of get him in the outfit, and then he'd come out in the Barbie, like, well, not really Barbie, but you know, like a Barbie clothes type thing. Yeah, like a bikini. And so I also taught him to basically lay flat. If my hands, you know, if he was holding on to something with his feet, he could basically lay flat. And so what I would do is I would put him in a coffin, and I would saw Stuart in half. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You know, birds were my first love, so
I
wasn't allowed to have dogs or cats when I was a kid, but my dad let me have birds. So
oh man, so
I love like chatty birds, and
Oh,
especially love birds with potty mouths.
Oh yeah,
That's better than a kid that cusses.
Oh yeah, well, any bird that cusses is kind of funny in some
Yes.
cases, depending on the moment, because it's like it's at the moment when, like, I had a friend who had a bird that cussed all the time, and we were like, dude, why does your bird cuss all the time? Well, come to find out, this bird was basically living in the hair salon that they worked at, and so it was just repeating what he was hearing.
Wow.
All the girls, and every time the women were at the hair salon or the guys or whatever, they were all cussing or doing something. So yeah, it would cuss. But yeah, Stuart was trained very, very well. It was very
What happened to Stuart?
he got to a point where he got very, very ill, and he got basically not, I don't want to say like bird flu because it's a horrible thing to say, but he basically got, I know that's what I'm saying. It's a horrible thing to say because it's funny, but he basically got a really, really bad case of flu, avian flu, and passed away. So, but I mean,
Is he the one who started it? Like, do we have to?
no. He did not start it. No. But see, with him, but that freaked me out because when it had happened, I had like 7 birds. And so I was terrified, like all these other birds got this.
Somebody would catch it, right?
And they didn't. But he was basically a Milligold macaw. And then I had a Scarlet, which her name was Scarlet. She wasn't
very original.
Yeah, I know. I'm all about that. Then I had a Goffin cockatoo, which was named Chicken.
I had a chicken, but he was a cockatiel.
And Chicken and Stuart actually lived together. So I used to put them in separate cages.
Stop.
And Chicken would actually undo her cage to go live with Stuart.
Oh.
So she would undo her cage and then go live in the cage with Stuart. And I was always like, these things aren't going to kill each other, are they? And so like I was terrified. So I stayed up all night one night watching them and made sure they didn't kill each other. You know, and they were roommates. And every time I would see him, I would always play like do you guys remember some of you guys might, the TV show Perfect Strangers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would play that theme. I would play that theme with those two. all the time. But yeah, they were cool. Chicken was fun. I had two.
Chicken was the bird's name.
Chicken was the bird's name. Yeah.
I had a chicken
He
too.
didn't get scared when you called him chicken.
No. She called herself Chicken. She was a rescue, and I basically, took her in from somebody else because she was plucking all her feathers. And when I would talk to her, I'd be like, "Hey, what's your name?" And she'd go, "Chicken." And I was like, "Well, she says chicken way too many times. I'm just gonna call her Chicken." So we call her Chicken. And
She didn't
after
get defensive or anything. Like
no. After she started living with us and everything, she stopped plucking her feathers.
Good for her.
That was a good thing. I mean, it was a big thing, but yeah, especially on a Goffin cockatoo, because they're kind of like a whitish pink. And if you have like blood feathers and stuff, they look really bad.
No, I had a canary when I was little.
I had a canary named Solomon.
My canary was named Golden Boy because I had very little.
He was my dad's, but my dad named him Solomon. The Song of Solomon.
Was he a wise canary?
Was he a wise canary?
It was the Song of Solomon. He was a singer. That was his mindset.
My canary was Golden Boy because I didn't have much imagination as a child. Yellow.